Today, April 15th, is traditionally tax day, but not this year. For the second year in a row, the government has postponed the deadline for filing tax returns. As Money editor John Delano reports, that's just one of the many changes taxpayers need to know about.
2020 as a tax year was kind of one of the biggest tax law changes years and biggest life changes years we've seen in decades.
There's a reason May 17th is the new deadline for filing 2020 federal and state tax returns.
I think that the IRS was just recognizing that people may not have all of their information in a timely manner, so they decided to push it back to give everyone a little bit of a buffer.
In the midst of a pandemic, 2020 was a confusing year, with most taxpayers getting 2 stimulus checks. The stimulus checks that you may have received in 2020, are they taxable?
Great question, and the simple answer is no.
Not taxable. That's true for both the feds and the state, says Mark Stieber of Jackson Hewitt. But unemployment compensation is different, says Duquesne University tax professor Brian Menk.
You received unemployment benefits last year. The first $10,200 of that is tax-free. Now, that's tax-free at the federal level, but not at the Pennsylvania state level. Pennsylvania state still considers that to be taxable income.
Another question, did you work from home last year?
People working virtually from home. You may have a home office deduction if you have a home office business. You don't qualify if you're an employee, but that can be confusing.
In other words, if your company sent you home to work and you got a W-2, no home office deduction. But if you were laid off and started working for yourself, you might get that deduction. Of course, the self-employed pay more taxes.
You are responsible for paying all of it, and that's 15.3% for the Social Security and Medicare, plus your federal, plus your state.
Remember, while you can still get an extension to October 15th to file paperwork, you must pay all your taxes due by May 17th to avoid penalties and interest. If you need help doing your taxes, you can always use a tax service, or we have a link to free help at KDKA.com. John Delano, KDKA News.